dead on line. And the form of your freeze provides the information we need to see. Good extension there.
Yeah, I know what I've been doing. I've been doing this.
And you'll see it, and you'll feel it. Good. So first of all, I want you to set up to that line. And we're going to try to hit the difference between this bunker and that bunker, the green side bunker. Over there, you want to hit behind the ball. You want to hit the sand and never touch the ball. You don't want to hear the sound of the metal touching the ball over there. Here, you want to hit the ball first.
Pick it clean.
Pick it clean. Well, you can. I don't mind you hitting the sand here. In fact, you should, because the only way you can hit the ball first is if you're swinging down. Therefore, if you're swinging down, you're going to hit the sand after you hit the ball.
Yeah.
So I want you to set up to that line, and what you're trying to do is have your divot go there, and not start back here. So you're trying to come in like that on it. That means you really have to stay on that. You have to almost exaggerate your left side. Perfect. So you've got a preset. Very good. Preset. Not bad. Let's work on that now. Just preset. Very good. Here I am. If I'm on the tee box at a par 3, I'm going to be like this. But if I'm in the bunker, I'm like this. I want you to really exaggerate. I want you to get into an unfamiliar position.
I get you.
Ooh, that was better. Good. That's a little bit of that revert. As you come down, you have a little tendency to want to hit the ball with this move here, as opposed to this move. When you get to here, I want you to think about your left knee going to the target. Let your left knee go to the target. Just kind of punch them out.
You don't take a full swing like an ordinary.
Oh no, very quiet legs. I'm just going to about right here. But when I get to here, I'm really staying here. I just don't want any sway. I'm almost dropping down. Left shoulder down on top of my left foot. And a hard slap. My father's only going to about right there. But I'm doing a hard pop. Hard slap. One more. I don't practice these either. I'm presetting here, getting this left knee almost outside my foot. I probably have 80% of my weight on my left side at the start. And also kind of get my seat down a little bit. I don't get tall too much. Okay. Want to do that on the course?
Yeah, right.
There you go. The key is in your backswing. Start going left even in your backswing. Oh, I like that. Controlled your weight that time a little bit better. So drop to your left foot in backswing. Yes, that was excellent. That was excellent. So instead of, I think earlier I was saying when you start your downswing, go left. I'm not even, you didn't think that earlier than that. Start it on your backswing. Go left in your backswing. Oh, that was pure. That was pure. Feel different?
Yeah.
So start left in your backswing. As your club goes to the right, your weight goes to the left. Good. Good. Even that was slightly behind, but because you improved your geometry, it didn't sabotage you. And I've used I think a bowling analysis. When the bowling ball goes back, we're going forward. We're not going back with the bowling ball. We have a counter to it. Ball, right hand goes back, our weight goes forward. Right hand goes back, weight goes forward.
Balance.
Balance, counterbalance. I like that one. That was even better. And I'll also tell you that this little half swing, I'm calling it half swing, it's probably more of a 3/4 swing in terms of its feeling. It feels like it's shorter. It's more compact. But I would say that you're getting 90% of your distance. And it's much more controllable. This can be a swing you play all day long on the course.
To the starter at El Dorado.
In fact, I would almost say, if I said, okay, now let me see your full swing. Let me say that. Go ahead and let me see your full swing. The drill's over with. That was one of your better 3/4 swings. Let's see how, if I say, okay, you don't have to, you can go ahead and do your full swing now. What would your best full swing do?
Whoop, lifted way up, sculled the ball.
So what you want to do is you want to, okay, if I'm going to have a full swing, I need to make sure it contains the things I was working on with my 3/4 swing. It contains the left side. It contains the right elbow, right hip. Because the full swing has to contain that 3/4 swing. You cannot have a different position in those areas with your full swing. It's got to be the same position. I am convinced that you need to think 3/4 and not full. So let's just go back to our in your mind, it's your 3/4, but in my mind, it's your new full swing. Like that. You're not going to hit any swing better than that. So what you're going to do is you're going to intentionally try to redefine a earlier stopping point in your backswing. And it is not a temporary training swing. It is your final, forever, rest of your life swing. This is your new full swing. Okay, next please. It's simple. It's not complicated.
Right.
Consistency comes from simplicity, not from complex. The pros have simple swings, the amateur has the complex swing. Almost have that wave of calm wash over you before you start your swing, and you're kind of you're going to make sure you nail that backswing being perfect. That great swing is inside of you. We've seen it come out already. Like that one. Your subconscious partner put that together. It doesn't put it together every time because it hasn't had enough chance to practice. But over time, that'll become very common shot. Wow. The more you practice, the higher that percent goes up. You don't need to learn a new thought, a new move. You just need to practice what you're working on. Practice will increase your percentage. You're not going to hit it better than that, Jeff. That's super. Now, there's a point. There's a point. Right now, I can almost feel like I can pull my hand directly to the ball. If I go further back, I can't go directly. I have to kind of go out and down to the ball. I almost have to get I have to really almost, my tangent of my golf circle is going this way. Whereas my tangent to my golf circle here is going more to the ground. Here it's going out, and then I've got to make sure it goes around the curve properly. And so one of the advantages, I believe, in terms of sensation, in terms of an internal sensory vocabulary, is that the compact swing allows you to, almost behind the curtain subconsciously, feel a more direct line to the ball, as opposed to getting that right arm off the chest. So I want you to really keep that right armpit closed. Don't let that right armpit lift off your chest. Keep that right armpit closed. You almost want to feel like your hands are right in here, or right in this, on to the right of my ear. My hands are to the right of my ear. They're not behind my neck. Yeah, and if you think there, they'll actually be further back, but that might be where you need to think. And then you fire from there. So we're really trying to shorten your backswing. Okay? Good one. That's better. Very nice. Jeff, I'm going to look at a few of your swings when you were working on the 3/4 punch drill right after the sand trap drills. And I want to focus on a couple of little things. On this particular swing, the length of your shaft was about here. But I really want to focus more on what you look like through the ball, the ninth position. The ninth position is when this right arm is parallel to the ground on your follow through. And you have a very nice extension here in your right arm. You're almost extending that right arm right to your target. Also, I want to notice how your wrists are crossed. I can see a little bit of your white glove behind the right wrist, but the elbows are close to each other. Both arms are extended. That came from the drills, the arm extension drills into the sand trap. So this is one of your first 3/4 swings after you did your old full swing. So I want to point out a couple of things here that's interesting. Now on this one, you actually did take your shaft a little further back, but you're really very solid on this left side. I think that's a key right there. So in my mind, with my human eye looking at your swing on the range, I did not see all that I want to see. This is one of the reasons I love videos. I can go back and freeze frame these positions and see what's really going on and not what I think is going on with the human eye. That is your 3/4 swing after you did some full swings, and your shaft went a little bit further back, but you maintained a really good left side position at the top of your backswing. That's really, really good. And then as you come through, you have that really good extension in that right arm. Now I'm going to compare two of your swings. The swing on the left was when you were thinking the 3/4 swing, and the swing on the right was when I gave you permission to think full swing. One of the things that I learned in looking at these two is that the real difference wasn't so much in your backswing and where you were at the top of the swing, but was more noticeable. The difference was in the extension through impact. Let me do the backswing on the left. This is when you were thinking 3/4, and then this is your full swing. This is one of your swings when you were trying to hit the ball with a full swing. And on this particular example, you were actually shorter with the shaft. This is where it really starts to be more noticeable as you come down into this ball. Notice how fully extended this right arm is as you go through impact. And then when you were thinking full swing, get both of those in about the same position. This here is a much straighter position. You can almost see how this glove, look at the white glove and how it's turned up, and that's an indication that your left arm is kind of coming off the chest. The elbow's not staying on the chest. The elbows are starting to separate. You just have a much better extension with the right side with both arms. And that is very noticeable when you look at this part of the wrist and hands. And so the real difference, and as you continue on up to parallel position, when this forearm is parallel, you can see that left white glove way above the right wrist. And here, when this arm is parallel, you can't. So the position that we're looking at on the left is a visible clue that your arms are extended and your elbows are close together. And on the right, that particular view, that particular look, is an indication, is a clue that you are separating the elbows, that you're letting that left arm swing behind you instead of extend out to the target. When you think full swing, you lose that image in your mind, a sensory image of having a good extended right arm, the same way you did in the drill in the sand bunker. When you're doing those arm extensions in the sand bunker, that is a really key fundamental sensory piece that you need to carry in your mind when you're hitting through these shots. These 3/4 punch shots where you have that extension through the ball is maybe the real key to consistent, solid shots. When you think the 3/4 swing, you do have a little bit more compact swing. I think you stay on your left side a little bit better in your backswing. But more importantly, when you think 3/4, you have a much better arm extension through impact. Good ball. Good ball. Good ball. That's optimal. That is perfect. That's a little baby draw. That's a good one.